Each year we're given a task at the end of Joshua Tree training to create a shaman doll that holds a certain energy and is a teaching in calling her in and creating her. And this year is the Soluna doll.
Soluna is a combination of sun and moon, Luna. So it's the balance between the sun and the moon, the balance between the masculine and the feminine. And you'll see that many of the dolls have the sun in one hand and the moon in another hand, or the sun and the moon represented somewhere on the body of the doll that is the balance for the person who created the doll.
And they're just beautiful, just look at them.
But the doll is different every year and gives you a chance to work with the teachings. You have the year, and the creation of the doll is part of the process of your own inner journey.
And I also find it's a bridge from the Joshua Tree teachings of this year to the teachings of next year.
Right.
But you make them before you come.
Right. But you get the information about the doll that's to be created now for this year. Do you get the information about what the elements of the doll are to be now for next year's doll that you'll make and bring for next year's Joshua Tree?
So for instance, this event is a lot about daydreaming and dreaming in one's perfect life. So our task for our doll for next year is the future dreaming doll. So there's something inherent in that task that's going to incorporate the Sisterhood's teachings for this event, and it's a lead-in to next year's. And I thought of you, Patty, when I made her, because it's a Barbie.
Oh.
So it's different aspects of feminine energy, and still holding the sun and the moon in perfect balance.
I love her. And she's got wings, too.
Yeah. These are so fun to make. And they have a life of their own.
We were supposed to be meeting at a certain time at the preceptory, and we were on time to get there. And we were going to stop and fill up ice at the cafeteria. When we did, there was the border that said, "Bring your spirit doll." And I panicked because I didn't have a spirit doll. Because when I got this Lynn Andrews stuff in the mail, I mean, I'd never done anything like this.
She didn't
and
have
I'm
time.
like, spirit doll, I can handle a stick, okay? A stick I can handle. A spirit doll, I don't have a clue. So I'm looking, wait, but before we went to the cafeteria, we were inspired to go via the altar. And Lucy's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. So we go to the altar, and there, of all those sticks, there's one stick that jumps out at me, and it's the white stick with the crab carapace on it. And I
That's
just
crab shell for all you non-scientists.
Oh, yes, thank you. So then we go, and then you're supposed to bring a spirit doll. And I just had this panic that I don't have a spirit doll. And then I all of a sudden went, we have to go back to the room quick. I know exactly what I'm going to do. And Lucy's like, okay, fine. So we go, and the time got changed till 10, so we had like extra half an hour. So we go charging back to the room, and I had brought crab shell with me and some other little things. And I in 5 minutes, I mean, it took her for the glue gun to heat up. I had made this, glued 2 crab shells together, put little muscle legs on them. She hauls
That's
out.
perfect. It
She
was
goes,
her.
do you want feathers? And I'm like, no. Well, let me look at them. And then, so then I had a gull feather for a head, and I had a little shell for a belly button. And we glued it all up, and we looked at it. And Lucy's going, I can't believe this. She goes, it's you. It takes me hours to do mine. Yours is done in 5 minutes, and it's you. So does the story end here? No. So we go put our dolls out, and I set my little crab up on its little muscle legs. I went back and looked at it a couple hours later, and it flopped down on her tummy. And I thought, I picked her up, and this is the second time this has happened to me here. She got crabby. I was like, I almost dropped her. She wanted to be laid down, and I tried to turn her over so her belly button would be up. No. So every couple hours I'd go and look. She flopped down facing north. She's been rotating this whole time. She's in the compass direction southeast right now. She is doing a full circle.
On her belly button.
On her belly button. She's just cruising around, just rotating.
She's seeing the world.